the objectives are to prepare a speech that opens with a self-deprecating joke. Now, we are all very curious about this. String together 2 or 3 related jokes in the speech body, and then close the speech with a humorous story. So you can be very excited. Looking forward to this. His evaluator will be the president of People Square Toastmaster Club, which is the biggest club at the moment when it comes to attendance of members and guests. They meet at the same meeting here. Her name is Wendy Wang. And now it's my great pleasure to welcome Shanghainese, who will tell us my French is better than my Shanghainese. Please, let's welcome.
The year was 2002. I was having walk on the streets of Shenzhen, and it was my very first night in China. Very first night. But I was not scared at all, because I had already learned the very important Chinese words. But as I was walking, I suddenly was caught in a rain. And I ran into a shop next to the road. And I entered and I talked to the shopkeeper. 你好，给我 The shopkeeper looked at me. 给我 And the shopkeeper said, mail. Now, like any other intelligent foreigner, I locked in my memory that the word for umbrella in Chinese is mail. So I went to the next shop and I said, 你好，给我一个 mail. The shopkeeper looked at me like this. You know, some shops in China also have a house attached to it. His wife also came and started to look at me. Then his kid also came. They had never seen a foreigner like this before. When I reached my hotel, all my dress was wet. I realized it's so important to learn foreign languages. But then I also found that it is very difficult. But I tell you a shortcut. If you cannot learn languages, at least you can master accents. Everyone can speak a little bit English nowadays. Let me share my experience with you. My company selected me a few years ago to stand at the stall in an international telecommunication exhibition. There were people from all over the world. I was so happy. I can make them feel at home by talking to them in their native accent. So here was my equipment, and I was standing there waiting for the first customer. And the very first customer was from Thailand. So I immediately got into position, and I said, welcome. This is our equipment now. Your network has a problem. You are very worried? No. Our equipment is very good. They were so happy that when they left, they also said to me, Apun Kha. The next one was from India. I said, hey man, come on, yeah. Have a look at our equipment. Your network sometimes have a problem, but if you have our equipment there, the problem will go away. And the customer asked me, your equipment has some guarantee? I said, yes. Really? I said, yes. He was so happy when he was leaving. He took our brochure with him. Then I saw some other Western people coming in. I looked at their badge. They were from France Telecom. So I know I had read somewhere the French people always start with weather. Bonjour. It is a lovely weather we are having. If the weather is so lovely, our equipment is even lovelier. And our company is a French company. They were also very happy when they were leaving. When the next customer came in, I was really excited. They were Chinese from China Mobile. Welcome, coming. Look. so many accents, and they can feel at home when they listen to their accent. So do learn these foreign languages, or at least accents. Let me tell you a story if you are still not convinced. Once upon a time there was Mr. Mouse, who took his children for a morning walk. Imagine Mr. Mouse is walking like Mickey Mouse. Suddenly a cat appeared. All the children mice were so afraid. But Mr. Mouse was an intelligent mouse. He looked at the cat and said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." And the cat ran away. And Mr. Mouse looked at his children and says, "You see the importance of learning foreign language?" So you can also learn foreign languages, or at least accents. Well, I just demonstrated my excellent French with you. Now let me tell you, guess what? Nowadays I'm brushing up my Shanghainese. So, thank you, baby. Toastmasters.